Hi, I'm Shane. Welcome
Hi.
to Chit Talk. Who are you?
I'm Logan.
Very good. He knows his name.
Yes.
So this is Chit Talk. We're a super serious board game and card game thing.
The most serious.
Yes. And,
Nobody is more serious than us.
and we're here with some Empire War stuff. This is the new set for Star Wars Destiny. It was just released today, and I was fortunate enough to get a booster box for myself. You were able to snag one as well, an awesome local retailer, Porter Comics and Gaming.
This is what happens. You don't even think about it. I was waiting for the stream, but I got up here and I just wasn't even thinking about it. And I started tearing into this, and somebody had to tell me no.
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. Yeah.
You were told multiple times.
This is what we're dealing with here, folks.
What we're going to do is a little unboxing. Hopefully you'll find that at least mildly entertaining. So we're going to go ahead and open some packs, show you some dice, read you some cards, and hopefully you'll pick some things up about the set.
Yeah.
All right. You want to get into it?
Sure.
Let's do this.
Let's go. Plastic wrap.
All right.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Pop them open.
Ooh. Hey, I think we can first talk, they've changed the design of the box. I think that's the first thing we got to bring up, right?
At Chit Talk, we bring up all the important details, including the geometry of the cardboard box. So, yeah, it's definitely narrower and taller there.
Yeah.
It's still 36 packs, 6 legendaries. Every pack comes with 3 uncommons, a common, and either a rare or legendary. And you get 6 legendaries in a booster box.
Just a correction on that. 3 commons and uncommon.
Oh, yes. I just, yeah.
Okay.
Switch that around. Thanks.
So,
me
yeah,
honest.
you always got to, even though we're opening the whole box, let's be honest, you always got to do it from the front here. That's just, you got to, right?
You want to go ahead and pack
Yeah,
that there and get
you're
this started?
you're having an issue, I guess.
Plastic off.
Oh, okay.
Get it
Oh,
up
I
in there.
didn't even have plastic.
Get the pack up in there.
Oh, I just open it in here?
Yeah, you're going to open it right in there.
Well, I'm kind of far from it, but it's okay.
Here we go. What you got?
We got something going on here,
It looks like a chance cube.
And
Shout
shout out to the Chance Cube podcast.
Yep.
Shout out to the Chance Cube podcast. Yeah, we got a Chance Cube. Let's see what we got here. It is neutral upgrade equipment. Before you activate attached character, return this upgrade to your hand unless you spend 1 resource.
Yep.
And you're like, why would I do that? Why would I play this card? Well, you can roll that 3 side. Get you 3 resources. Oh.
Yeah, there's a 1 resource, 2 resource, 3 resource, and 3 blanks.
blanks.
So you're going to want a money heavy deck. It's not going to be a lot of decks. Probably going to use Unkar, Thrawn, something else that's generating a lot of money. Why don't you show the uncommon?
Yep.
We won't go through the commons. There's just too many of them.
Yeah.
And we want to keep it going.
Well, let me read this. Detention Center support. As an action, exhaust the support to remove a character die. Then any player may remove 1 of their character dice to discard this support from play. This is an interesting card, and I did read this. I saw it spoiled, and I was like, that's got a lot of potential, but you got to be getting it out for less than 3. 100%. That's the only way to play that. Huh?
Probably. I mean, if you can cheat out of support, or if you just got a lot of cash to go around, and I mean, it's targeted removal every single time.
But it's slow.
Yeah, but that's going to happen in the set, probably.
So I think you got to be cheating it somehow.
Yes, let's get them out of there. Get in the next pack here. So here we go. What do we got? We got that Bossk's. Let's see. Here we go. Let's get to the rare. Yep, we got Bossk's rifle.
Nice.
That is the Relby V10 mortar gun. So we got a lot of range size there. We got 2 range, 2 range, plus 3 range, 2 disrupt, 1 resource. And this has got an awesome action. You spend 2 resources, remove this die showing range damage to deal that damage to each of an opponent's characters. So it's a little AoE action.
This is the yeah. What's that card in Spirit of Rebellion?
Lets you
Do damage.
spread the damage around. I forget the name of it. And then
It's
awesome.
basically that on the stick.
Yep.
It's cool.
It costs 3, so it's not too prohibitive. And then we got a Reckless Reentry, which is going to be an awesome card for support decks, which we're going to see a lot of. It's a hero card, red, pay 1. Essentially just lets you roll a vehicle back into play. If you roll a blank, you have to discard the vehicle.
Yep.
So it'll be great with Ghost, great with Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Things that don't have blanks.
That's for sure. We got another pack going here. Oh, here we go. I was talking about it.
You fish your wish.
A friend of ours was asking who I was looking for. I was definitely looking for this guy. Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Get it? You get it?
Yeah, it's
You get it?
yeah, it's Samuel Jackson.
Because, yeah, okay.
Yep, we got it.
So, yeah, Mace Windu here. Killer Sides. And as an action, remove this die to defeat a character with 2 or less remaining health. Which I think is, I mean,
I think it's really strong.
Really strong. Especially with, you know, I think there's ways to move damage, especially in this new set.
Yeah, they definitely
I'm
are.
not sure.
And just as base sides alone, you slap a Vibro Knife on him, and if you can maybe Destiny and cheat out another weapon, there's a chance that you could get at least a lower HP character, like a 7 or 8 HP character, down to 2.
Yeah.
Easy.
And here's the bingo side.
4 for 1.
4 for 1.
Yep. Very nice. Get that
and then I
uncommon in there.
have Threaten. Spot a yellow character to remove an opponent's character die unless they deal damage to that character equal to the value showing on that die. And it's neutral. And when I saw this, I was, yeah, I like.
You were excited. You liked playing Reversal a lot.
Yes.
In the first set in Awakenings. And this is not getting you die removal, but you're at least getting that effect of dealing the damage or removing the die.
Yes.
No, it's a one or the other, but it's for
It's
one.
one or the other, but it's for 1.
Yeah.
And man, oh man.
And maybe a
that's
Vader has
cool.
3 health left and he rolls a 3.
That's.
He doesn't have very good option. He's got to remove it. So.
I like that.
Yep, that's a cool card.
I like that a lot.
All right, so nice back here. We got Ghost. Very nice. I am a huge fan of Rebels,
Cool.
so I'm loving this set in general. And then we got the flagship ship, as it were, from Rebels. So there's Ghost. Ghost has no blank side, so he's really good with Reckless Reentry. It's got 2 ranged, 3 for 1, 2 disrupt, 2 shields, 2 resources, and a special which lets you just resolve any other side on the die. So it's a great utility card, and it's also got 2 and 2 3 for 1s. It's really great.
No, it's fantastic.
Yep, really cool. And let's get into the uncommon. And we've got Impersonate. You were talking about cards that allow you to move damage around. This is one of them right here. Impersonate is a 2 cost, and it lets you move damage among all of your characters as you wish, ignoring shields. So if they're doing AoE stuff, you can move them all to one character, or you can just continue to keep one character really healthy. If he's your, like, your dude, like your Mace Windu, that you were talking about.
Cool.
All right, next pack.
Oh, oh, here we go. I think this is
Beautiful.
not him, but his
gun.
So, yes, we have the LL30 Blaster Pistol, which just love the Cad Bane artwork they've had in this game. It's really good.
He is
and
awesome.
I'm not even a fan of the show, but so it's got ambush and redeploy 4/2. That's big.
Huge.
And the base sides, as we all know, playing ranged, are going to be very big with just ranged in general. Because you're always failing. I mean, this Abality, come on. Turn, and then it has a special as well. Turn another one of your dice to a side showing range damage. So again, that's all about, I think, just hitting base. That's giving you a lot of ways to hit base damage, which is very well needed. I have a Reaping the Crystal as the uncommon. Play a blue card that costs 3 or more from your hand, decreasing its cost by 1.
That's awesome.
And that's a hero only. So, sorry, villains.
Yep. You got your Holocron.
Which that would be.
We got Reaping the Crystal.
That would be too ridiculous for if you were playing Palpatine and you played that and the heal for 5.
Yep.
For 4, that would be ridiculous. So definitely glad they made that only hero. That was definitely needed.
they've got continuing to get more and more ways to cheat stuff out.
Yes.
Here's the next pack, and we've got the Z95 Headhunter, I believe it's called, which is something we're familiar with from X-Wing. Let's get that bad boy out there.
Very familiar with X-Wing. That's it.
Okay, yeah, you play that card? Play that shit?
Well, I mean, it's a basic.
So it's got 2 blanks, so it's not great for regulars re-entry, not terribly consistent, but it's got 1 range, 2 range for 1, 3 range for 1, and a resource. No action on it, it's just flavor text, but for 2. Super cheap, neutral, play with any kind of support deck.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Let me get my uncommon in
God,
here real
yes, sure.
fast. So we've got Hidden Agenda, which is an awesome card. It's 1 cost. It's for an action. It's an upgrade. As an action, you can play an event from your hand, decreasing its cost by 2, and then you discard Hidden Agenda. So you've just prepaid for an event. So you can prepay for Reversal, prepay for some of those really expensive ones.
Yeah.
Like
and you got to think you're attaching this to a character, which has a lot of effects, especially Cad Bane. He has, when you attach something to him, you can roll him out and resolve, right?
Yep.
So, I mean...
This could be cool with Jen.
Yeah.
Because you could play, like, 3 reversals.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I guess you could. And that one that lets you flip all your dice to any side. That one too.
What do I got going on here?
Oh,
I have Temptation. Wow. That's cool. It is a 1-cost upgrade ability, villain only. And the sides, we have a Disrupt, a Discard, and 2 specials, and 2 blanks, unfortunately. Choose an opponent. That opponent may draw 2 cards. If they do, you gain 2 resources. If they do not, you draw 2 cards. It's interesting. Interesting. For 1...
Yeah, and I like cards that are... You're putting pressure... Yeah, that plus you're putting pressure on your opponent even during
just a choice
during your turn when you're not dealing damage, but they have to. You want to
Which
set
could,
me up with resources or give me cards.
Exactly, and this could totally slip somebody up.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean? And I mean, you could get into situations where either would be good. So, especially this with what's the blue card where you can discard cards then to
No Mercy.
That? Yeah, No Mercy.
Oh yeah. You could either pay for No Mercy or make it more efficient with that.
Yeah, you could roll that out. Yeah. Wow. Very neat.
What's your uncommon?
Entrenched, 3-cost, red event, hero. Give 5 shields to your characters distributed as you wish. I saw that. It's like...
If you can reduce the cost of playing an event,
True.
and you got something that procs off of having shields, like General Reekin, which lets you mill cards for having shields, or there's
That's true.
All Quiet, which lets you, maybe we'll get it, but lets you mill cards by removing shields. You know, it would fit in a combo.
Yeah.
I think.
But I think for a deck that already makes shields, there's going to be better ways. You know what I mean?
Probably.
If you got blue hero, you're already making shields.
Yeah, that's true if you have blue here, but I mean, if that's something you're really relying upon, like that's the point of the deck is to make shields, it could find its way in there if you can pay for it.
Yeah, true.
We've got Bazine Natal, which is she's actually from Force Awakens. I think she's in it for all of about 15 seconds. She's got a 1 disrupt, 1 discard, 2 shields for a resource, and a special. She's got 8 health. We haven't talked about cost, but she's 7/10. I don't think we've had a lot of characters this far. Her special is she can either deal 1 damage to a character, or if the character has no damage, she deals 3 damages. She's 7/10, so she can fit her in a lot of different things. She could be played in some kind of choke deck because she's got a disrupt and a resource, so salvage stand and Imperial Inspection.
Yep.
You could find something funky to do with her.
Yeah, I mean, unique utility characters are always welcome, I think.
At 7 points. She could be a Stormtrooper, but some kind of chokey deck. And awesome uncommon. Deadly, it's an upgrade ability. Action, you can remove a character die to deal 2 unblockable damage. So it just gives you consistency.
Yeah.
Really great. Actually, it's a good combination with her, because if her dice sucks, just play Undeadly on it, and then, or Deadly on it.
Was it 2 for Deadly?
It's 2 for Deadly.
Okay.
But it's 2 unblockable damage every single turn, provided that you have a character die.
Yeah. No, that's
pretty awesome.
And it has to be from that character?
Yes.
I'm guessing. I'm gonna
Yep. Remove one of attached characters' dice, and you have to exhaust it, so you can't use it multiple
Yeah,
times.
no, definitely. So I got Ezra here. Character 710 again, so pretty much, kind of the same thing we got for heroes. He has texts that say you may play blue upgrades on this character, ignoring play restrictions, and his sides are 1 range, +2 range, 1 disrupt, 1 resource, and a special. And the special is take 1 resource from an opponent, which I don't hate. I don't,
No, that's cool.
for his low points, I mean, hitting that 1 and +2, that's, I mean,
You can play him elite with Sabine, and you've got 1 and +2, so it's a Bala die essentially minus the
Yeah.
focus. And if you
Without
can
his
steal a
ability.
resource, that's okay.
yeah, I think so as well.
His abilities, nah, I don't really care all that much about it.
Yeah.
There's going to be other versions of Ezra that are cooler in the future. This is just like a young version.
You think?
of Ezra.
Okay.
Yeah, this is really before he's become like a Padawan essentially.
Okay. And Sabine, what is she going to be? 20?
She's 15, 20.
15, 20.
Hopefully this is Sabine right here, 'cause I really want
Is
to
that-
put your own comment.
Yes, I got uncommon. 1 cost event, red event, it's villain. Take prisoner. Choose an opponent, discard 2 random cards from that opponent's hand for each defeated character they have. Which, I'm a big fan of that.
That's cool.
I'm a big fan of that. It's very cool.
As long as you're playing in a mill deck where you can at least...
And
It doesn't have to be in a mill deck, but if you're in a mill deck where you can kill at least 1 character,
Yep.
that's really strong.
but also the fact that this game, like that, if you get it in the beginning, discard. That's what I love about this game. It's like multiple uses for every card.
Yeah,
it's
it's
great.
not just straight up a dead card, like it has utility.
Yep.
Reroll it, and discard fodder, who knows. So, got another awesome support, the T-47 Airspeeder, so that's another 2 cost. It's got 2 range, discard, shield, and a special. And a special school, it's either exhaustive support or draw 2 cards. So drawing 2 cards is great.
Yeah.
Exhausting a support is fantastic.
I think that's
And it plays off of just thematically Empire
Yeah.
Strikes Back, the T-47 Airspeeders taking
Yep.
down the ATSTs.
exactly.
Awesome.
And I think
go ahead.
cards, exhaustive supports are going to become very useful.
I think so.
I mean, there are definitely some in here, but from other sets are going to become very useful.
This is the hotness right here. Buyout. This is my uncommon. Cost 0. Spend any number of resources. Then discard cards from the top of your opponent's deck equal to the number of
Here we
resources
go.
that you spent. So, you play
Yeah.
draw an uncard. You can get 8 resources in a turn off of their dice. You start with your 2. You could just mill 10 cards right away.
Yeah.
Sick.
It's pretty sick.
I love playing mill, so I'm happy about that.
I hate playing against Mill, so
He's unhappy.
we really have a great time when we're playing.
And speaking of mill, here's the guy. One of them. If he doesn't suck.
We have General Rican?
General Rican. He's from Empire Strikes Back.
Gotcha. Oh, hello. Okay, so, yeah, character 1215 cost for a utility character.
Feel rough.
Oh, yeah. After you activate this character, you may discard a card from the top of your opponent's deck for each of your other characters with 1 or more shields. Interesting. Interesting. So wait, you can do a 7 and an 8. It's completely possible.
Yep.
Get the shields out. We saw that card, the shields. Anyway, excuse me. The sides, we have a 1 focus, 2 focus, a 1 shield, a 2 shield, and a resource. So
no
yeah,
damage
he's not, they like to mix up the sides. He is pure focus and shields. He's
So
going at it.
focus is great for Spynet, so anytime you roll
Yeah.
focus, you proc that and mill a card.
Definitely.
So you could just, if you have a 3-character build with Spynet out, you roll a
Mhm.
focus, your other 2 characters have shields on them, mill 3, just from activating.
I like
cool.
I
So,
like it. Then we have Trickery. 1 cost neutral yellow event. Discard your hand. For each card you just discarded, you may remove a die showing a value that is equal to that card's cost. For each card you just discarded,
Sucks.
you may remove a die
it's
showing a value that's equal to that card's cost.
a bad card.
That's multiple dice removal, but they have to. The die value has to equal the value of the card. That's very situational.
And you have to discard your entire hand. That's how it starts. Discard your hand.
Ah,
Yep,
okay.
it sucks.
Yeah. So you can't just choose two and yeah.
But that one doesn't bear a lot of consideration.
All right.
The next pack. So we've got a awesome. I was so excited for this character, the Gamorrean Guard. Really awesome, non-unique here. It's a yellow villain.
Oh, whew. I like that.
Yes, that's gonna be. So he is.
Hello.
He's got a. We got a lightsaber pull over there.
We sure did.
It's a great card. So he's got 1 melee, 3 melee for 1, plus 2 melee, a disrupt, 2 blanks. He has Guardian. He is 10 cost for 11 health. You can run 3 of them, or you run 1 of them with a 20 cost character. And he is a beefy Guardian.
Yeah,
He
he
can
is.
take 11 damage. Plus his die is amazing. 3 melee sides. One of them is modified, but still.
Who cares?
He's great. Yep.
Yeah.
He's awesome. And then I also have Take Prisoner, which we talked about earlier. Milling cards based on how many defeated characters they have. So we're going to go ahead and move on from that. Gamorrean Guard out of here.
Ooh,
Hello.
we have a
Love it. Magna Guard.
Magna Guard.
Sick.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. So 9 cost, 1 melee, 2 melee for 1, 2 melee for 1, 1 shield, and 1 resource. Before this character would be defeated by damage, instead defeated after this round ends. And I love that they say the, or no. Let's see, what ship has that in X-Wing?
Should be able to pop that card.
I can't
in there for
remember.
people.
What ship has that in X-Wing? That ability.
But after it's defeated, it stays in play until the end of the round.
Yeah,
No.
I forget. But then we also have. Oh, and did I say that is a 9 cost?
Yep. 9 for
So
8.
you can run 3 of them.
Yep.
Not sure if you would.
We're running with Sith Lord David.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ew.
Mhm.
And then we have Rally Aid, 1 cost support. For an action, exhaust the support to reveal a random card in your hand. You may play that card, decreasing its cost by 1 or by 2 if it's a vehicle instead.
Crazy good.
Yeah.
Crazy good.
I love switching up design of stuff. I mean, this is basically just ramp, but I love how they find different ways to put ramp in each color and each light and dark side that feels thematic.
Yeah.
For each
That's-
one. I love that. That's great.
Yeah, they're doing a great job with that, and we're getting a lot more reducers. And that card's, cool. Mill your own hand down by playing stuff, pitching a reroll until you only have supports left, and then do it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get this boy open right here. And we've got Quinlan Voss. Pretty cool. He's the blue villain. Rare. Okay, 11 health. 15. He's got 2 melee, plus 2 melee, a discard, a resource, and a special. The special essentially deals damage to a character equal to the difference between the number of cards you have in your hand and the number of cards your opponent has in their hand. So
Yes.
if you're able to get a little mill out, it's pretty good with him. Or if you have cards that let you beef up your hand, Emperor's Favor, Boundless Ambition, etc. And he's a natural pairing with Asajj Ventress because she makes people discard extra cards
To reroll.
when they reroll, which is thematic because in the books they're love interests. And then our uncommon is 1 cost. It's Endurance. Play only if you have 1 or more dice. Only if 1 or more of your dice were removed during an opponent's turn, and you get to roll 1 of those dice back in your pool. So it reverses removal.
Wow.
So if you got, and it's a neutral, so maybe you roll
Neutral.
you roll your ATST back in or something like that.
No, I feel like that's going to be in Pout for sure.
Yeah.
It's still
Do
hard.
that.
What do we got going on here?
Awesome.
Oh, yes. We have Shoto,
Yep.
lightsaber. 2 cost upgrade weapon, neutral, and it's blue. 1 melee, plus 1 melee, plus 2 melee, 1 shield, and 1 resource. After you activate attached character, if it has another blue weapon, you may give it 1 shield or remove 1 shield from the character. Fantastic. Because we have cheap upgrade weapons, but also like this with a vibra knife. I mean, that's killer.
And it screams Quago.
Yeah, 100%.
Have 2 Shotos, get 2 shields, ping for 2,
Yep.
just upon rolling.
Oh.
Uncommon.
Dirty. Impersonate. 2-cost yellow hero event. Move damage among your characters as you wish. This ignores shields. You cannot exceed a character's health while moving this damage.
We had that one earlier.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yep.
Why is this a hero thing? I don't like it.
I don't know.
I don't think it's effective.
I don't like it either. Get it out of there.
Yeah, it's just
Alright,
it's
is
a
it
damn
back?
shame. That's what it is.
I think this is called the Energy Sling, I believe. Let's see. Energy Slingshot. 1 range, 1 disrupt, 1 disrupt, 1 discard, and after you resolve this dot, you can spend a resource to roll back in. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
That's yellow hero.
Yeah, that's Yellow Hero, so it's good for hitting off the modifiers.
I would
and if
say-
it gets removed, you can pay a resource to roll it back in.
It would have been cool if it
Oh.
was 3 1-range sides.
And then the disrupt and discard.
Yeah. That would have been neat.
Interesting. I don't know how I feel about it yet. And then the uncommon is Threaten, which we had earlier. Remove an opponent's die unless they deal damage to the opponent equal to the amount of damage showing on the die. So we already talked about that one. So,
I mean, I think they're definitely trying to hit the fact that range just had a bunch of modified sides at the end of a turn. I mean, that's proven by the fact that I've gotten 2 of these where you can resolve the range.
oh, yeah. That battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can resolve it's just any die showing modified damage, right?
Yeah, sorry. Any die showing modified,
Okay.
so. But I mean, specifically.
You more often than not, it's a range die. Yeah.
Is this the guy you... Oh, no. I was looking at a post with this guy earlier.
Caningers.
Caningers.
Rebels. Yeah.
Yep. So, blue hero character, 10-13, which...
Cheap.
Yeah,
Need it.
but I know the reason,
have it.
the mixed damage. I mean,
Mhm.
That's a bugger, but...
Yeah, 1 range, 2 melee, a focus, a disrupt, a resource. And his ability is before you take an action, you can resolve one of his dice.
Which
She's
is-
got a focus, so you can use that focus
Yeah.
like you might with Maz to flip something and resolve it.
Yeah.
And it's just flips. It's not just flip something, but it's flip something and then take an action. So it could
Yeah.
be flipping something to hit a base damage, strength with
Speed.
modifiers.
Speed gets rid of
Yeah.
control. We have a hidden agenda. It's a 1-cost.
We had this one earlier.
Oh, do we
It's
have
the
it?
reducer for events.
Yes.
Prepay for an event, you can reduce the next one
Yep.
you play event to.
Great. Great.
All right, what do we got here?
I love that that's neutral, too.
There it is, Hera. Now we bouncing supports into play for free.
Oh, no.
Beautiful.
Oh, no.
So there's Hera. She's the pilot of Ghost, so I got a Ghost. This is awesome. 1 ranged, 1 focus, 1 shield, 1 resource. Special. Specials, you can play a vehicle from your hand. Free. After the action phase ends, if that vehicle is still in play, it goes back to your hand.
Yep.
So you can do funky stuff with Quad Jumper, where you play on a Quad Jumper, resolve it, then use its action to put in a different support
Very nice.
vehicle, and then you don't have to remove that one because it's not the one that you
That's
passed
not the
in.
one that... Yep.
And our
Cool.
uncommon is called Flanking Maneuver. It's 2 costs. Just count the number of support dice in your pool. Deal that much damage to a character.
Interesting.
If you get one of those, like a swarm sort of support deck, that could be really cool.
Which I think, I mean, the quad.
It's just damage out of hand that no one expects, which is always great to have.
You can go to your next pack, dude. We got a Z95 Headhunter.
Okay.
Nothing to write home about.
Uh-huh.
But we do have Deadly. 2-cost upgrade. We already spoke
Yep.
about Deadly. So,
Yep, remove a character die,
Yeah.
deal 2 damage. It's an upgrade. Yep. Kakaroo. Oh, and we already talked about this one as well. This is Cat Bane's Go. That's awesome. Glad they have one of those.
yeah, you definitely...
That's,
one of those.
Oh yeah, it's a wrecked. Yep, I love Cat Bane. He's one of my absolute favorite characters. He was from Clone Wars, not from Rebels, but awesome dude. And then we've got It Will All Be Mine, which is a really interesting card. It costs 3, and what it lets you do is turn each of an opponent's dice showing a blank to any side and resolve them as if they were your own.
Mm-hmm.
So you got some deck where you're just turning things to blanks.
Yeah.
and you can do like 4-speed, turn something into a plank, and then do this to resolve a bunch of them. Could be cool.
Yeah, I could. Definitely. This is the tank.
Oh yeah.
So we got a Probe Droid, which we had an event
Mhm.
that was called Probe Droid in Awakenings, didn't we?
I think it's just called Pro.
Something Probe. Okay. It is a 1-cost villain red support droid. It has ambush, and the size is 1 disrupt, 1 resource, and a special. And the special is look at 2 random cards in an opponent's hand and discard any of those cards that are events, which is exactly what Probe did.
Probe does hit.
So-
Probe on a stick,
Probe on a stick.
but one special.
Where did on a stick come from?
I don't know.
I mean, I know it's
Whoever-
from Magic, but
But whoever came
Like,
up with it, just
yeah. how did
either
that
a
ever catch
genius
on?
or bastard.
How did that
And what's your uncommon?
we have something familiar. 1 cost, blue, event, neutral. Spot 2 blue characters to reveal a random card from an opponent's hand. Then you may turn a number of dice equal to or less than that card's cost to the sides of your choice. So you're choosing one of the cards randomly, and you're resolving it as if it was theirs. And then you get to change the amount of dice equal to the cost.
Yeah, you reveal a random card from their hand, and then whatever the cost is, you can turn a number of dice equal to or less than that card's cost to sides of your choice. So that can, I guess, it could be a combination of their dice and your dice,
Okay.
if you want, because it
I'm going
just
to tell you,
says
this
dice.
is going to get a lot of questions. Because what if you resolve, like,
I mean,
what
it's
if you
wordy,
resolve
but it's not that
something that,
complicated.
like, I don't know. That is weird. Because some
Just let you flip
cards
dice.
are going to sound weird. I guess they have to dice out. I'll tell you what, you do this, you try to get ahead, and you do this early. If they don't have any dice to manipulate, the cards out of their hand are going to be a lot less scary. Although you don't want to.
I mean, you're just revealing the card, looking at the
Oh,
cost,
you're just
and then
revealing
flipping that number of
I'm
dice
sorry, you're
to
right.
any side you want.
Wow, I
It's-
thought we were
it's-
playing.
No, it's super wordy, but it's actually not
Yeah.
that complicated of a card. All right, let's
No,
go
that's
to the
cool
next
if we're
fact.
just revealing.
And I got an Ezra. So we've talked about Ezra. I'm not going to go ahead and show you that card. I'm just going to show you the uncommon. If we haven't seen it yet, actually it's Rally Aid, which is the 1-cost support. You can exhaust it to look at a random card from your hand.
You can get
Reduce
this,
it by 1 or 2 if it's a vehicle.
You can get that with like an ambush effect. Oh, dirty.
You can do some cool stuff with it. Yeah.
Oh, is this legendary?
Yeah, it's, I believe so.
Sorry, but
Not happy with Houndstooth.
2 cost, villain support, yellow. After you activate the support, you may remove one of your yellow character's dice to gain 1 resource. Has a bunch of resource gaining sides,
Mhm.
but they all cost.
I mean, what, do you think there should be a 4 resource side by itself?
No, I'm not a huge fan of the. I guess, just not a huge fan of what the ship does.
Well, presumably you're trying to have resources anyway.
Oh, that's true.
And so it's just netting out resources.
Yeah. Then we have medical center. Oh, sweet. This is from when Obi-Wan went to get checked
Yeah,
out.
Attack of the Clones. and-
Yeah. Heal 1 damage. Claim. This is a battlefield. When we claim heal 1 damage each from up to 2 different characters, give control of this battlefield to an opponent.
Oh.
So you get to heal 2 different characters 1 damage,
Depending
and
on
then
seed control of the battlefield.
to not go first. I mean, let's be honest. If you don't want to go first, maybe.
Yeah.
Are there decks out there that don't want to go first?
Probably decks that don't care quite as much about it, right?
Yeah, I guess true.
You're going to be eking out a ton of turns every round. Yeah. What's your uncommon?
That was the end.
That was your uncommon. Okay.
That battlefield
That's
was
yep, because it
uncommon.
was your battlefield. Yep, battlefields are never rares. There it is. Legendary, everybody wants Chopper. That's disappointing. I love the character, but the card sucks.
I hit Houndstooth, so
I will gladly take your Houndstooth for this Chopper if you want it. Chopper's got 1 melee, 1 disrupt, 1 resource, and a special. The special is Electroshock. It's remove a die showing a value of 2 or less. He's a legendary. He's hero yellow.
Something they shouldn't have made a legendary.
Or he should have 3 specials for 1. That way you consistently have a removal.
I agree.
Like, that's the only reason why you should play it. Or maybe you can do something. Yeah, anyway.
At
Card's
least 2.
card's not good,
For Pete's
and
sakes, come on.
the fact that it's a legendary feels like robbery. Alright, and here's our uncommon. It's a 1-cost drop zone support. It's neutral. After you claim the battlefield, you may place 1 damage on this support. So every time you claim, you can put a damage on it.
Yep.
And then as an action, you can exhaust this to move that damage to a character.
Yep.
Direct damage deck. So that's what.
Do that. Oh, we have a Wookiee Warrior, which is basically, I mean, come on, did they just redo Hired Gun into melee?
He got more health. And the discard set.
Okay. But basically,
Pretty close.
and then I have Flanking Maneuver. 2-cost, a red event. Count the number of support dice in your pool. Do that much damage to a character. You were talking
We
about
talked
that.
about that one
So,
earlier.
yeah. I think that's a great card.
I think it's cool.
I think
Yeah,
it's
if you
a
want
great
to
card.
swarm a bunch of TIE pilots and stuff like that.
And the fact that I think the 2 costs is going to be like not even. Nobody's going to
Prohibitive.
care if you're running that many supports. Like, well, I mean, there's going to be cheats to get out supports,
Mhm.
but presumably you're going to have a ton of resources.
resources, yeah. You have to pick
So,
one. All right. Okay, here we go. Next one, we're looking at Lando. Happy with that.
heyo.
So Lando, I can start
Is
talking
he
about his die
legendary?
already. No, he's a rare. Luckily.
Okay, cool. Good.
Um,
I hope I hit him as well.
So Lando's got a 1 ranged, 1 focus, 2 discard for 1 resource, 3 resources for 1 resource, and his ability is that you start the game with an extra resource, so you start with 3. That's awesome. He's 13/16, hero yellow. He's your hero character. He's going to get you a ton of resources.
Yep.
Maybe you can play him in mill. Maybe you play him at support.
Yep.
Or maybe you play him with a couple of non-uniques and just pump out a whole bunch of upgrades on him. I don't know. Pay for your high guns potentially.
Yeah.
And
Can you
your Wookiee
imagine
Warriors.
if you would got a resource every turn?
Yeah, that's probably a little too strong. So we got our uncommon is 1-cost Battle of Wills, neutral blue. Each player activates one of their characters, starting with you. Then each player totals the value of the character dice, and whoever has the lower value has to remove their character dice.
Okay.
They just rolled, and each player with the lowest combined value removes theirs. Yep. So it's almost a way to exhaust the character. Actually, leaving a lot of luck in there. Ooh, that's legendary.
This is Grand Inquisitor. He's got some damage. He's 14/19 blue villain, Sith loyalist. 2 damage, 3 damage for 1, 2 focus, which that's large. You don't see that
And
on the dark side.
Nope.
1 resource and a special. Special is remove a character die showing a blank, then deal 2 damage to that character. Heyo. So what were we talking about earlier with the blanks?
There's... I forget the name of the card. It's 3 cost.
Oh, you move. Yeah, you take a blank,
You flip
flip it.
all of their blanks to any side and resolve them.
Yeah. Whew. Nasty. And then we have a 1-cost blue event, hero. Bring balance. Choose an opponent that has more cards in hand than you. Draw cards up to the number of cards in their hand. Again, all this text is just leading to the 8-player, 9-player game.
Yeah.
We
See,
can't play
multiplayer
this
games.
2-player.
Yeah. And
This isn't designed 2-player.
Look at that
Only,
artwork. It's so bad.
only the 2-player game is designed.
Look at Luke in there.
I
He
know.
looks like he might be older than his father.
It kind of
Like
looks
he makes
like,
Vader look like he's been drinking some health shakes and
he's got a
stuff.
little Sylvester Stallone.
He does a little bit.
Right?
Yeah, he looks like he's got shit kicked out of him.
He's got a little Sylvester Stallone in there.
You're right.
I think it's the lips, the top brow.
Yeah. He needs a steak on his face. He's on that swollen down. Alright, here we go. Let's open up the next pack. Oh. And we've got... What the hell is that?
So what? I've hit 3 legendaries.
I've hit 2 this far.
That's the the posse.
Extortion.
Yeah.
1 discard, 1 resource, plus 1 resource, 2 specials. It's neutral yellow.
Oh.
Yellow character only. As an action, choose an opponent. If you have more dice showing range damage than that opponent, take 1 resource from them. To extort them for resource if you have more damage side showing.
Which
It's maybe a Han thing.
thematic?
Yeah.
Thematic.
You put that on Han, you can pay your 3 for
You could
1.
have-
Put it on Cad Bane, pay your 3 for 1.
You gotta have the bigger shoulders.
Mhm.
Yeah, look
Oh, speaking of Cad Bane, maybe the coolest card in the entire set, Coercion. Awesome artwork too. Spot a yellow character to reveal an opponent's hand, and you choose an event from their hand. They must play that event as their next action, if able. So, like, really cool stuff people have already been talking about. You look at their hand, they have Price of Failure, you make them play Price of Failure to kill one of their characters.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
that is stupid cool.
yeah,
That gets me excited for this
that's
one.
nasty.
Oh, yeah.
We have a 2-cost red A280 blaster rifle for heroes. 2 for 1 resource side, a +1 resource side, or sorry, a +1 range damage, +2 range damage, and 1 resource and a special. This also has redeploy, and the special is give 2 shields to your characters distributed as you wish. So, yeah, they're pumping those shields into red for sure. This set.
It's the equivalent of the F11B for the
Yes.
balance from the original set.
Yep.
So if you get shields, it's damage.
And then we have the 3-cost It Will Be Mine that we talked
Okay,
about.
we talked about
The
that
blue
one.
villain.
The flanks to any side resolving.
Yep.
Alright.
See, I should just open the next pack and I would answer my question from last time.
That's right. Oh, showing a lightsaber. Very happy with that.
Hello.
We talked about this one already, so if you
Yep.
have another blue
Revisit. It's great.
upgrade, you get a shield, and you got 1 melee, +1 melee, +2. It costs you 2. 1 shield, 1 resource, and it's neutral. So villains can play it as well.
Yep.
And then we've got Awesome Battlefield Weapons Factory Alpha, which reduces the cost of the first support you play in a round by 1.
Yep.
Very cool.
This artwork.
Amazing.
This is when you question the game that you play. We have a 7-life rookie pilot, 4/7. He's just got a bunch of plus range sides, and after you activate this character, you may re-roll 1 of your vehicle dice. Which, I think I told you this, but the first time I read this, for some reason I read ready. Or no,
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
yeah.
Yep.
Did I read ready or activate?
It was something.
I forget how I read it. But
It
yeah,
wasn't as-
it would have been really cool
It
if
was
you
more powerful
activated
than you
them.
thought. I mean, it's got 2 +2 range size, the shield and
Yeah.
the resource. And these
Also,
are 7 cost.
hit and run.
Mhm.
You already have the support in. You roll him.
Yeah.
You can roll a support die if he gets the +2. I mean, and then with the ambush resolve, it's not terrible, but
Perfect.
and then it will be mine.
Okay. Another There Will Be Mine. I think you guys are pretty familiar with that one at this point.
Well, we got a play set, baby.
It's pack in there. And we've got a with Wookiee Warrior. Talked about him already. He's kind of the equivalent of the
Wow.
hired gun.
This never happened to me before. Two of the same card in one
Two of
pack.
the same uncommon as Rend, which is really good. Lets you
2 comments, bro.
2 commons. I keep that up. Lets you remove a 0 cost upgrade or support
Yeah.
from play.
It's gonna be big.
Yep, or discard it.
Yeah.
So get rid of holograms, get rid of Imperial Inspection,
Yep.
salvage stands. So there's our Wookiee Warrior we've talked about already. And then our uncommon is Twin Shadows. 2 cost. Spot 2 characters with the same title. That would be like 2 of the same character.
Yes.
To
So-
remove up to 2 dice.
Not
so you have
unique.
2 Gamorrean guards. Play this for 2.
Yeah, no, when I saw that, I was like,
Hmm.
Shane's gonna like that card. Because I know you want to play those command
Yeah.
cards.
Although it's going to be hard to pay for that.
Hey,
Oh, there it is. That's lightsaber.
Grand Inquisitor's lightsaber. I guess the deck I will be making this evening might be Grand Inquisitor. Hello, 4 cost, villain lightsaber, upgrade weapon, 3 melee, 3 for 1 resource melee, plus 3 melee. That's, yes, I just said 3 threes.
Mhm.
That's large and in charge. Then 2 shields. Like, they didn't even give you a shitty side.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah, that's
2
just,
shields.
like,
Yep.
if you end up rerolling and you have 2 shields, it's like, yeah, I'll take 2
Mhm.
shields. And a special. Special is turn a character die to a side showing a blank. Reroll this die instead of removing it from your pool. Right, turn a character die to a side showing a blank. Reroll this die.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So, Palpatine's Chain Lightning. No, not Chain Lightning.
Force lightning.
Force Lightning has that you remove a blank, deal 1
Yeah,
damage.
exactly. Kylo Ren's lightsaber has a similar thing as well.
Yeah, and that special will go right with, it will be mine.
And with the Grand Inquisitor.
Yep, and the Grand Inquisitor. 2 cost.
Same uncommon I just had.
Yes, it
Spot
is.
2 yellow.
Bingo. I should
Make that
probably
one next to
read
this.
because I listened to the text, not the
It's
title.
okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying what you're putting out. Yes, I'm happy. Shane's a happy boy.
Yes.
Sabine,
Yes. Very nice.
I am pumped. Sabine Wren, 11 cost, 11 health, 15, 20 are the cost. She's got 2 range, 3 range, 3 disrupt for 1 shield, 1 resource, and her ability is before you activate this character, you can play a weapon from your discard pile
Mhm.
on
With
her,
thermal.
and decreasing its cost by 1. It doesn't have to have thermal. You can play from your discard pile for the full cost. If it has thermal, you reduce the cost by 1.
Excellent.
So you can keep bringing back a holdout.
Did they change that from when it was leaked?
Nope. That's what it's
Okay.
always been. So you can keep playing a holdout, and you don't even have to run the graveyard.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty sick. And then the uncommon is Imperial Backing, 2 cost, ambush, villain event. By the way, Sabine is a hero, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Ambush, play a support from your hand, decreasing its cost by 1 for each character you have. So if you're playing a 4-character deck, that's
Yeah.
something you could do, because then you're going to net 2 on it. If you're only playing with 2 characters, you're netting nothing. So
You're netting
not
absolutely
worthwhile.
shit.
beautiful. Pumped about that.
We have a Tough Haggler, which I love the artwork in this one. 3 cost, yellow upgrade. The sides read 2 disrupt, 1 resource, plus 2 resource. A special and special. Special is look at an opponent's hand and choose 2 cards in it. Then discard those cards unless the opponent spends 2 resources. Which, if they don't have 2 resources, guess what? Those 2 cards are getting discarded.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
That's pretty
that's gonna go in Submil. I'm guessing?
Yep, that is
Definitely
true.
for the resources as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what you're getting there,
You're gonna like
playing for. You're playing a cunning, or you're playing a.
Yeah.
Can't think of a 2 cost that lets you
Damn.
put a damage on it to mill card
Yeah.
from
that's
Spirit Rebellion. And
that's doing it.
what's your uncommon there?
My uncommon is drop your weapon. Spot 2 red characters to discard a weapon from a ready character. Which I find interesting that it has to be a ready character. But
Well, it's quite powerful,
easy
so it
stipulation.
probably needs to be a little
Yeah.
situational. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yep.
Because it can be. Yep, any. Okay.
Yeah.
Cost doesn't matter. Just have to have 2. That's pretty. Play that with some Imperial Inspection, you can bounce the stuff, removing stuff, salvage
Mhm.
standing. If you've got a yellow guy in there. Alright.
You need
next
2 red
factor.
characters, so.
Uncar, FN, Trooper.
True.
Stuff like that. It's the 2 cost hero gun we talked about before, the F11B.
Don't red hero guns just disappoint? Am I the only
I'm
one?
happy with this one. It's got redeploy.
Ah,
It's the first 2 cost one we've got for them, so finally got the equivalent.
Yeah, I guess those
Specials
redeploy.
give 2 shields, and it's got a +2.
the one plus
So,
neutral.
It's a trapping anyway. You don't really care. And
That's
then
a
the
good point.
uncommon is Detention Center. We talked about earlier. 3 cost support. You exhaust it to remove
Yes.
a die. Has to be a character die, but then your opponent can remove one of their character dice to discard that.
I got a Darth Vader's TIE Advance, 4 cost, blue villain support vehicle. 2 range side, 3 range for 1, a +3 range side, 2 shield. Again, could have given you something shitty.
Yep.
Instead, gave you 2 shield. And a special that reads, spend 2 resources to deal damage to a character equal to the damage on it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Crazy.
What are we doing? Yes. And then,
Poe Killer.
how would you pilfer?
Pilfered goods.
Pilfered goods. You may play an upgrade from your hand for free on each of your yellow characters. And we were talking about this. That's got to be a heck of a hand. I mean, you got to have it. It's got to be set up.
Yeah.
I mean,
You need probably be running 3 yellow characters, probably, and then you need all the flamethrowers and guns. And I think there's enough options at this point. It could be interesting. Plus, I absolutely love the artwork. It just reminds me of Beetlejuice when they're in the afterlife or whatever, and it's like one guy's holding his head in his lap. Beetlejuice's head is about this. I love that. I just love Michael Keaton too. Huh?
Yeah, no, I do too, man. I do too.
And Winona Ryder, sorry. All right, next pack. We got a Sienna Reed. She's from one of the books, so little extended universe stuff, I guess. She's really cool. 9 health. The cost is 811. 1 range, +2 range, 1 discard. A resource, and her action, which is really what sets her over the top, is you can spend 2 resources to ready a vehicle. You don't have to exhaust. You don't have to exhaust anything. So if you have 6 resources for some reason, instead of playing another support, you could just ready it 3 times.
Keep going.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's going to be like
ATS
pressure to stay in.
And this
Your
card
opponent's gonna stay in.
sucks. Trickery. No one's ever going to play that. It's only to discard your whole hand, and then you lose the game essentially.
Would you rip that up? Because you hate it so much?
I may. I'd be pressed to do that. I would not rip up my 5th copy of BB-8, but that on it.
I got General Hux. He is a red villain character, 11 health, stern chin. I mean, real stern.
The stuff.
1 range side, 2 focus. Hello, villains get focus again. 1 discard, a resource, and a special. The special is play a red event from your hand, decreasing its cost by 1 for each character you have. Wow. I mean,
that red event that lets you reduce the cost of playing things or playing supports by 1 for each character you have. If you have 3 red characters, if you have 3 characters and you hit a special, could become really efficient. And then reckless reentry.
Yeah, we got that. I think that special is just going to be one of those. You know, when I decide to run a character, it's like you look at it, it's like what I almost look at the suck sides more than the great sides. Like you almost look at the fact that, okay, if I roll this character, half of them I'm totally okay with, half of them I'm not.
Yeah.
It's a question when we're going to run them. But this guy, you know, I'm totally down with the 1 range, totally down with the focus, totally down with the discard, and I'm totally down with the special. So it's like, yeah, let's run them.
Like 14?
4 out of 6? That's true. That cost is pretty high.
I mean, it's comparatively low, but just what do you?
That's for 2 die.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying that was for.
Yep. And reckless reentry was your uncommon, which we've already talked about.
Yeah.
Reroll a support back into play, vehicle specifically.
No, I like him. I like him a lot.
This is the EMT ball. I don't know what it's called. EM pulse something. EMP grenade. I think it's EMP grenade.
Oh, I
EMP grenade by 8th time.
I got shit down.
That lets you
discard this
instead of losing a support.
Yep.
For Duro. Yep. Okay, so EMP grenade is a 2-cost neutral gray. It's got 1 discard, 2 discard, 1 disrupt, 2 disrupt, 2 discard for a resource, 1 resource, and a special. And the special is discard a droid or vehicle from play, and then you have to discard this.
I mean, this isn't terrible for Unkar, right?
No, it's good for Unkar, provided that you're running with red and you're doing inspection, not discipline. And the 2 discard for 1. It's kind of cool.
I dig it.
in the mill deck.
I dig it.
And then Impersonate, the one where you can move around a bunch of shit. We've been over that one a bunch of times.
Which is just. Oh, hello.
Let's see.
Hello, pretty
Oh, there she
lady.
is. You got one for yourself.
Yep. Keanu Reeves.
See her, right?
Action.
Yep.
Spend 2 reserve ready vehicle. Hey yo.
Talk about that.
Hello. Ooh. And my uncommon is Yoda's Quarters. Action is a 3-cost blue support. Exhaust the support and remove 1 of your character dice to heal 2 damage from the character. Seems like a lot.
It's Blue Hero. Blue Hero doesn't have a lot of money. And if you're going to have some card to cheat something out, is it going to be a support that lets you heal to remove a Luke die or something?
Right?
I don't know.
It's a lot of cost for 2 heal.
Yeah.
But it's on a stick.
Yep.
But a reoccurring cost.
Yes, exactly. And your character dice are probably some of your more powerful.
Yeah.
Sometimes more powerful dice, depending on the type of deck you're building.
It's not saying blue character. So it could be
Okay, so it could be
whoever
your
the
other
support
character you're playing with them
character.
still. And it could be your non-unique that you're running with Mace Windu or something like that.
Yeah.
So we got Weapons Cache, which is a 2-cost neutral yellow card to support +2 range, focus, resource, special. The special is play a weapon from your hand, decreasing its cost by 2. So games are actually going on long enough that you're going 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Then this could be worth it, provided you're getting in your opening hand. If not, if you get in your 3rd round's hand, then it's a dead card. Okay.
That's a good point.
Yep. And the uncommon is Yoda's Quarters. There it is. It's back again
Hey, I just had
for the
that.
2nd time. For the very.
Ooh, I got some damage.
I think so.
It's a 3-cost yellow upgrade weapon. It's a BD1 Cutter Vibro Axe. 3 melee sides.
Mm-hmm.
Let me repeat that. 3 melee sides. 2 melee, 3 for 1, 3 for 1, and a 1 resource, 2 blanks. Before this die deals damage to a character, you may remove all shields from that character.
Shouldn't
Not only does it have 3 damage sides, but you're doing...
Yep.
I mean, that's Qui-Gon killer right there.
Yeah, that card shouldn't exist.
That's naughty, dude. It should exist.
No, it shouldn't. When all of Hero is about get shields,
That's a good point.
let's get shields,
That's a
and
good
like just remove them all.
Yeah.
Just get them remove them all. Who cares?
They should have just like removed 1.
Something.
You
like
could have
that.
just easily, you know what I mean?
Just don't make that card.
I have a court district.
Okay.
Battlefield. While you control this battlefield, each card you play that costs 3 or more has the ambush keyword. Hello. That's tasty. That is tasty, my friend.
I guess if you have the right build, yeah, where you're getting a lot of resources, but also not playing slow, so that you have the battlefield.
Yeah. No, it's a fine line, but it's
Mhm.
tasty. Fine line, but tasty is my new motto.
Fine line, fine and tasty. All right, let's get some dice out here.
Excuse me.
The cheapest legendary presently on cool stuff.
You got it?
K2SO, here he is. Live and in the, not the flesh, because it's a dry suit. Metal. It's not a good analogy.
Sorry, bro.
No, I'm actually pretty happy with this. I like him. Because it's going to be cheap to get a second copy of him. 12 health,
Wait, I thought
15...
Chopper was the cheapest.
No, K2SO is the cheapest.
Really?
Yeah, he's like $15 right now. And cool stuff. Chopper's 20. He's got two melee, 3 melee, discard, 1 discard, 2 shields, a resource, and then his ability, which is a little wonky, and this is
He has
what
no
people don't care
cost.
for him. Yeah, they're no cost. So he's got a Vader sort of die. The cost to play a weapon on this character is increased by 2.
Oh, yes. That's
But
right.
the first weapon that you play on him, this is only once per game, when you play a weapon on him, you get to rev it.
Yes.
It could be moved or played. That's important.
Oh,
So if you have a card to move an upgrade, you
Okay.
can go ahead and do it. or something redeploys.
or
I
something
think that
that
also.
redeploys. But obviously, if somebody's smart, you're not going to be killing a redeploy character
Yeah.
before you kill him.
Sure.
But I mean,
Unless you
maybe
keep loading
could do
that character
something
up and
so-
make him.
Yeah.
It's a trap for melee. That's what just happened.
Oh, that's
Which is
a very good point.
And then we got Quick Escape. 1 cost, hero, yellow card. So that remove up to 2 dice showing damage, ranged or melee, and then you must pass all of your future actions for this round.
I mean,
Sure. If you don't care about having the battlefields,
Yeah.
or if you're using this with Infamous, which lets you add ambush to it,
mhm.
then I think you can use this, remove 2 dice, use your ambush action to claim, and then that's it. I think that's the way that works. I've seen
How
people
does it
talk
read?
about it.
Because ambush is
You must pass all of your future turns. this
future
round.
turns.
Yep,
Yeah, no,
'cause
you're
so
good
it's still in
then.
your turn.
You're good then. We got extortion again. Nothing special. But we have a 1 cost neutral event, endurance. Play only if you have more of your dice. If 1 or more of your dice were removed during opponent's last turn this round, roll 1 of those removed dice into the pool, which I think we did talk about.
We did talk about that. So
Great card.
counter the removal,
Great card.
pretty much.
And it's neutral.
Yep.
So,
So I've got 2 more legendaries to go. How many do you?
I think I have 2 more as well.
Okay.
Or,
All right.
or 3. I might have 3.
Okay.
No. Mace, lightsaber, inquisitor, and helmet.
Okay.
So 2 more.
2 more. All right, 2 more for both of us. We got another energy slingshot. We talked about that before. Got a bunch of 1 sides. 1 range, 1 discard, 1 disrupt, 1 discard, and you can pay a resource to roll it back in. And then it's the first time we've seen this uncommon. Commandeer is a villain red event. It says resolve an opponent's vehicle die as if it were your own. If that die has a resource cost, you don't have to pay it. So reverse a vehicle die, and you don't have to pay the resource.
Question. What do you think about this?
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Let me take a
You-
gander real fast.
0 cost, hero, yellow event. Bad feeling. Obviously, the trash. Great scene. But yeah, remove a die to reroll any
Your
number of
dice.
dice.
Remove 1 of your dice.
One of your dice. But that's, you can reroll any of your opponent's dice.
Move the
Move which way?
box over a little bit.
Gotcha.
Like walk the table.
All right. So we got. Yeah, I don't know. You have to spend 2 resources. Essentially, well, 2 resources in that it's a card and 1 of your dice.
Mhm.
I'm not interested. I think I see you now.
Yep.
Back here.
We have.
Psychometry? I think it's a made up.
Okay.
Probably not.
3 cost, neutral, blue upgrade ability, blue character only. The sides are 1 focus, 2 disrupt, 1 resource, and 2 specials. Special is draw cards equal to the value showing on an equipment or weapon die. You may remove that die.
Oh.
So it's removal and draw. I was wondering, that cost is steep. I mean, that
Yeah.
could be huge.
What an equipment or
And
weapon
it's
die.
neutral.
Yeah, favor plus a 3 or a +3 or anything like that.
Yeah, you just can't remove an ability.
Move it and you draw 3. That's pretty cool. And you can cheat it in with probably only going to be played with villain because you can cheat it on the
Okay.
offense. Yep. Interesting common there.
Quick
Yep.
escape.
Talked about this one already.
Okay.
It's one where you have to pass on
Glad-
future turns.
I'm glad you remember.
Uh-huh.
Talk about things.
Good thing I'm here.
Yeah, that's true.
And next die we got here.
Oh, dude, more blank stuff.
Let's pop it down real fast. So Insidious, 1 cost. It's a villain support action. You can exhaust this to gain 1 resource if an opponent's character die is showing a blank.
And this sucker.
And this as well.
Very cool.
As you command. Ooh, I've never seen this one before. 0 cost. Resolve 1 of your character dice as if it were showing a focus. And that's a villain card. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Both neat cards.
I think that's the first armor with the smoke on it.
Yeah, I believe so.
Maybe. What do we got here? I'm actually not even sure what this die is for. Ooh, cable launcher.
Oh, nice.
Okay, it's a 2 cost. Villain, yellow weapon, 1 disrupt, 1 discard, 1 resource, 2 specials, yellow character only. Choose a specials, choose a character. Remove 1 of its character dice, or spend 1 resource to remove 2 of its character dice. It's just like, you have that on a character with fast hands.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just grab a special back, pay a resource, remove both of your dice.
Yeah.
And then Pilfer Fields, which we talked about. Lets you pay 5 and to play out yellow upgrades 1 per character. Airspeed. Talked about that a little bit earlier.
Yes, we did. I mean, I don't hate it. 2 costs.
Oh, I get a lot.
And then we have, Deadly again, the upgrade ability. To remove a character die and deal 2 unblockable damage. Not so bad.
Your second one of those?
Yes, it is.
That's awesome. That's one I hope to pull a second of here at the time. And here's another legendary. So I got 1 more left. This is an awesome one to have as well. Hopefully I get a Cad Bane here to go
That
along
would
with
be
it.
very cool.
It's a neutral yellow gun here. It's 2 cost. It has ambush. It has 1 ranged, 3 range for 1, plus 2 ranged. Disrupt a resource, and as an action, you can spend a resource to turn this die to any side you want.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Really strong.
Setting yourself up.
Really strong. So you play that on Cad Bane. It's got ambush. You can roll him out.
Yep.
Because of his ability, and then with the ambush, resolve stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then my uncommon is 1 cost, Feint. This is going to be really cool with certain characters. Activate 1 of your characters, then you may remove all of its character and upgrade dice to ready it. So some character that has really cool ability you may activate, or when you roll stuff out and if you like proc something,
Mm-hmm.
you can pull the dice back and hopefully do it again.
There he is.
Oh.
We got Bosk. 11 life. His cost, he's yellow villain, and he's 11-15 costed.
Mm-hmm.
His sides are 1 ranged, plus 2 ranged, 3 melee for 1, 1 disrupt, and 1 resource. After you activate this character, you may move 1 damage from an opponent's character to another character. This ignores shields. I guess if you're doing AoE, that ability.
Some moves
It's
there,
useful.
there's some cards that let you do the same sort of thing.
Yep.
And people are generally underwhelmed with them.
Yeah.
I am a little bit as well.
I mean, he's pumping out the damage. 15.
Yeah.
It's a lot of damage for 15.
I would hope something a little bit more out of his ability.
Yeah. Then we have Weapons Factory Alpha. While you control this battlefield, the cost of the first vehicle you play each round is decreased by 1. For cheap.
Talked about that. I mean, yep. You're gonna see a lot of that happen.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. Next tag here. Oh, this is the villain blue non-unique. It's got a very interesting ability.
I don't think I've seen this one.
Yeah, he actually was not leaked until really late on in the process. He's got 7 health, 8 cost, 1 melee, 3 melee for 1, focus, a shield, a resource, and his abilities. It's really cool. Before one of your other blue characters is defeated, you may move an upgrade to this character. So it can be any upgrade. So it could be a Mind Probe,
Yeah.
ability. So you're adding redeploy.
Because you're not checking when you're moving. You're not checking upgrade limits.
No, you still have to abide by that.
Oh, do you?
But you can move any ability.
Okay.
So you pay, you know,
Yeah.
say you have to pay 4 for a Mind Probe hard cost for some reason, you're not losing out on the resources that you put in. And uncommon was Battlefield here. Bespin, Port District, we talked about this one earlier. Any 3-cost card you play. Is it any card? Yeah, any card,
Yeah.
3-cost card you play gets damage.
Also, this is great because the die comes back as well. So it could have been used.
That's true.
So
Get multiple uses out of a Mind Probe or something.
yeah.
Or any kind of other weapon. Oh, you got, just hoping you get one of those boys.
Y-Wing. 3-cost red hero support, obviously. 2 ranged, 2 disrupt, and 2 specials. Force an opponent to deal damage to their characters distributed as they wish or lose resources until they have dealt and lost a combined total of 4. Again,
Special's great.
yeah. No, that's awesome.
Every side's great there.
And then we have a 2-cost red villain event, Imperial Backing. It has ambush. Play a support from your hand, increasing its cost by 1 for each character.
Yep, we talked about that.
Yeah,
one,
yeah, that's great. That's great.
Really situational.
I forgot you said ambush on that. But I mean, I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
it's
going
gonna
to be
get out
that
there and
helpful.
roll it out.
Yeah.
Something else. But alright. Oh, I hit the jackpot.
What do you get?
Ancient lightsaber.
Oh, nice.
This is presently going for $50 in the singles market. Cool stuff. I'm sure it's all going to come down because it's pretty ridiculous. But glad I got one of them.
do, sir.
I'm sure as hell not buying one.
Yeah. Hell no.
It's a neutral blue upgrade. It's got 1 melee, 1 melee, plus 2 melee, shield, a resource, and then the action heal 2 damage from attached character, and then you can put this upgrade on the bottom of your deck.
Yeah.
Glad I pulled that. I think that's all my legendaries now, but I'm happy with that. And then uncommon, 2-cost hero yellow event, double cross. Remove 1 of your yellow character dice to resolve an opponent's die as if it were your own.
Yeah, I did that. I
That's
did that a lot.
so many funky techie things you can do with that.
Oh, look at this one. We have weapons cache. Did you already do this? Yes.
Yep.
Play a weapon for 2 less. Then I have running interference, which is a yellow hero support. After you take an action, you may exhaust the support to choose an opponent. That opponent cannot take the same action that you just took on their next
Cool.
turn. That is pretty cool. Definitely with resolving damage. Now, is resolving range damage different than
Resolving dice is an action. So if you resolve dice, they can't resolve dice.
Oh, that's good.
Or if you play a card,
Yeah.
they can't play a card.
Hmm.
Well, an event.
Oh, have we seen this?
Or actually, we'll have to look at that and see if just playing an event, playing a card in general is an action. And so if you play a card, they can't play a card.
Wow.
This is awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's like the equivalent of can't think of it now, but just awesome techie card. Coercion. It's like that sort of card. We can play Mind Game. 1
Yeah.
cost, Mandalorian armor. No, we haven't seen this yet. After you play this upgrade, give attached character 1 shield, and the attached character can have 1 additional shield.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen that online, but we haven't seen it.
And then look at this artwork, local patrol. But it's gonna be for Mel. I mean,
What does that say? 0 cost, hero yellow. Force an opponent to choose to either lose 1 resource or discard the top 2 cards of the deck.
and I'm guessing in that
That's cool.
instance, like if they don't have the resource, they have to discard.
Ooh, that goes back to like Let the Wookiee Win and some of the cards from
Right.
Awakenings, where they can resolve something even if they can't meet the condition.
Okay.
I wish they didn't rule that way in this game,
Yeah.
because that would make that card a lot more powerful. Whereas in some of their other card games, like Arkham Horror, we do a lot of videos for Arkham Horror, the LCG. In that game, if you have 2 choices,
You
you
can't
can't
do
do the one that you can't actually fully
Yeah.
resolve. So I'm guessing that's the way that'll play out, but hopefully not.
one. Hopefully not.
Alright. Keep it going. I forget. Is this called the Electro Blade? Is that it? It's like the Magnagard weapon,
Oh.
essentially.
And I
This
did
is
want to
something-
bring this up because I saw this. This recycle is good with that character you got earlier, the hero one, where you can
Personnel,
play
yeah.
the support,
Mhm.
and then you could just sack it and gain the resources from it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. You pay one,
Discard
discard the
support.
vehicle, and then you get resources equal to the cost of that card.
Yeah. Oh, that's tasty.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna go at the end of the turn anyway.
Well, yeah, it
So-
costs back to your hand.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But you could build
So
into
this
something.
discards it.
But you could build into something else that's more preferable.
But if you got both of them,
So,
yeah.
yep, the card we got here is neutral red Electrostaff. 2 cost, upgrade weapon.
Oh,
It's got +1 melee, +2 melee, +3 melee, 1 disrupt, 1 shield, and the ability is really awesome. The resource cost attached to character's character dice, modified by this die, is decreased by 1. So
this is
essentially,
grievance, baby.
yeah, this is great.
Ah.
So essentially, because that is a little weird and slightly complicated, but this essentially means that if you've got the +2 and you're resolving it with Grievous's 3 for 1,
Yeah.
for melee for 1, you don't have to pay the resource cost of that 3 for 1.
Nope.
Now, if you were resolving a die, there isn't one yet, but that was like 5 melee for 2.
2.
You would still have to pay 1 because it just decreases the cost by 1. And our uncommon is Battle of Wills. We've actually seen that already, so we'll go ahead and move on.
I got the weird student lady.
Maze.
Yep.
I don't know. Baze. Who knows? Who
Support
cares?
character. And then take prisoner again. Not a thrilling deck. I'll tell you that. Not a thrilling deck.
See your comments? Oh, yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy with this.
What'd you get?
I had the Electrostaff
Hey,
prior pack,
yo,
and
yes,
it's got the
yes,
Magna
yes.
Guards. It's a perfect
Yes.
pairing. We had one earlier, so 9 cost, 8 health. He doesn't die until the end of the round if he's been dealt damage equal to his health. And 1 melee, 2 melee for 1, 2 melee for 1. If he's got his Electrostaff, you don't have to pay for his 2 for 1.
That's damn straight.
Sick.
That is.
And then really good uncommon, which is going to go in like a direct damage sort of deck. 1 cost, villain, blue, upgrade, hate. It has redeploy. When you activate the character, you take a damage and deal a damage to one of their characters. Really cool.
I don't get this artwork, but okay. Coordination. 2 cost. Hero, blue, upgrade. Ability, but it's not blue character only. Has 1 focus, 1 resource, and 2 specials. Special is give each of your characters 1 shield. I mean, come on. Qui-Gon. All day, every day. Right?
It's probably more efficient ways to keep getting shields than paying 2 resources. What don't you get about the artwork?
I mean, that's not even like them fighting.
They're in a pose. It's one of the lightsaber. It's one of the lightsaber forms, you fool.
Alright, what else?
Jesus.
Now I have a
You ever
1
seen
cost
Star Wars?
red support drop zone.
Do you
After
think this
play
is a
the
Star Trek
battlefield,
game?
you may play 1 damage on the support. As an action, exhaust the support to move any amount of damage from it to a character. Ignore shields. Interesting.
Yeah, we had this one earlier. Yep.
You
Keep building
I
up
mean,
damage there and then
and
kill
if
off the
you had
character.
ways to ready it and just
No, because it's when you claim the battlefield that you put a damage on it.
okay. Oh, exhaust it to
Yep. But maybe something like it's neutral, right?
Yes.
So maybe something where you're playing with like
Oh yeah. The one where it's just 2 unblockable, or the opponent has to put out 2 damage.
Mhm.
Yep, I see what you're saying. You're always
Alright.
going for that battlefield. Anyway.
another EMP grenade. I'm not going to show the card. We've seen that one before. It's got a couple disrupt sides, a 2 discard for 1, and it lets you remove for the special a vehicle or support, and then discard. Our uncommon is Bring Balance. This is the one we talked about. Luke Stallone or Sylvester Skywalker. I prefer Sylvester Skywalker.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't care what the card says. Honestly,
Yeah.
we've talked about it.
I got an ATDP.
Nice.
Got a bunch of damage, range damage, 3 cost, villain, red support, and the special side is remove a what is it?
It's a support.
Support.
Plus 2 or less.
2 or less.
It's the baby version of ATST. It's got 2 range plus 2 range,
Yep.
3 range for 1.
Not bad. Not bad
No.
at all. 3 damage
No,
sides?
not bad. And that's
And
in that like swarm vehicle. There.
Yeah, reckless
Gotcha.
reentry that we've talked about.
But, yep. All right. How many packs you down to over there?
I have 5.
5. Okay. I got General Hux. We talked about him already. He can reduce the cost of playing events with his special. He's got a focus side, a 1 range side, a discard side, and a resource side. So I'm not going to pop him up on the camera there. And then here's an event we have yet to see. 3 cost, villain, yellow, anarchy. Remove 1 of your yellow dice, then deal damage to each of an opponent's characters equal to the value shown on that die.
Mm.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Remove 1 of your yellow dice.
Mm-hmm.
So ideally you want to do it with a Cad Bane or someone that's
Yep.
got that 3 cost side. Even if it's 2, pay 3 to do 2 to 3 characters. Doesn't feel great, but
Yeah.
it's still direct damage that they're not
Mm-hmm.
expecting. Damage out of
I
hand,
like him,
rather.
though. I like him.
Well, you can play with him. I'm not.
Okay. I got a T7 Ion Disruptor rifle,
It's
which
legendary.
is the Maj. 5 cost, red villain upgrade weapon. To play, spot a red character.
Mhm.
And the sides are bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. 1 range, 2 range, 3 range, 4 for 1 range, 5 for 1 range, and a single blank. Action, discard a card from your hand to turn this die to the side that has a value 1 higher than the value shown on the die. Which, let's be honest, you're not going to take that when your opponent has not claimed the battlefield. Because you're just asking for trouble at that point, I think.
5 cost, though, and it doesn't have redeploy.
That's a good point.
I don't know.
And I got another medical center.
So we talked about
Battlefield,
2
yeah.
damage from 1 damage from up to 2 characters,
characters.
but then you gotta get the battlefield.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't know about that.
Bosk. You know what? Now that I have one of them, I've changed my mind. Now I like him. I didn't like him when you only had him.
Oh,
Now I like him.
okay.
It's pretty good. He can really
You're a real son of a
put the
bitch.
damage out, you know? Like you
Damage.
say, like a goddamn fool.
What? How dare
And
you?
our uncommon is
You know, you guys pick
this-
up a lot of sayings from me, but then you have a lot of critique on the sayings.
yeah, we do it to Mark, yeah. That's not true.
Oh,
That's not true. We love you. Everyone in this room loves you. After you take, so this is the one. After you take an action, you can exhaust the support, and they can't take the same action.
yes.
Very happy to have one of those.
Yeah. That's spicy.
Uh-huh.
That is spicy. Hey-o! Ooh, this is gonna... I'm gonna just keep this over here. It's gonna make you real jelly. I'm sorry.
You know, you got a Cad
I'm
Bane.
sorry, but no. It's wrong.
Oh, that also makes sense.
He's my last legendary. After you activate this character, you may choose a number, then look at an opponent's hand and discard a card from it that costs the chosen number. It's got a 1 focus, 2 focus, 1 disrupt, 1 shield, and 2 resources. 1417. It's costly. It's expensive.
Oh.
And then I have trickery. Which what you just did, right?
Oh no, that was that garbage one earlier.
Oh
We
yes.
talked about tearing up.
Yes, discard your hand. Should I just do it on stream?
I mean, how many of them do you have?
I already
You got
have
a
2.
Thrawn, you bastard.
I already have 2.
I think everybody wants Thrawns, right?
You know what I want? Roll on, baby. Roll on.
That's a good card.
I got it. I know. I
Okay.
got it.
I wasn't sure if you were being
Dude,
serious.
come on.
Yes. And we got a, I believe, a hero. Oh no, neutral gray card here. It's an upgrade ability. It is called Lead by Example. 2 cost, +1 range, +2 range, focus, 1 resource. Activate attached character. You may activate one of your supports.
Here we go.
So speeding up some supports. That's
Yes.
what we've been looking for.
And hit and run. Think about hit and run on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, because presumably the character you're rolling in is going to have base range damage.
Uh-huh.
Plus the vehicle you're putting in. And that's got plus.
Mm-hmm.
Spicy.
Could be strong. And then I just saw this card this morning. I think it's everybody's favorite scene from
Yeah, I'm not sure why they chose to do
Revenge of the-
this. This isn't.
Revenge of the Sith.
I'm not.
It's a one-cost villain
Yeah.
blue event. Resolve any number of blue dice showing damage, range, or melee in the order of your choice, treating its damage as unblockable. And I don't know, that guy with the laser, what do you think he wants to do with that kid?
I don't really want to talk about it.
I'm sure,
Wasn't
he
my
has best intentions.
wasn't my favorite scene in that movie.
You don't want to have the younglings, the match everybody wants to see, the 5 youngling deck
No.
versus Anakin Skywalker.
Nah, no.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I got a Scatter Blaster, 3-cost neutral upgrade weapon, and presumably it's a blaster that scatters, aka Scatter Blaster. If you didn't,
You're making a lot of sense right
you
now.
didn't pick that up.
You normally
when I was
don't.
putting down.
Yep.
It's got a 2 range side, a +3 range side, a disrupt, which, I mean, let's be honest, they throw the disrupt in just so the die sucks a little bit. And then 2 specials. Specials deal 1 damage each to up to 4 different characters.
1 damage each?
Yeah, which I love the text on this again because it could definitely be something that's proccable on your own, which interests me. And then also
That's
as
true.
an action, remove one of attached character's character die to turn this die to any side.
Move character die. He gets a little
Just-
consistency out of it.
Yeah. I mean, if that character does crap, turn this to a +3 and let's go.
Mhm.
And then I have Fearless. Did we go over Fearless?
I don't think so.
It is a 2-cost upgrade ability. After you activate attached character, you may give it 1 shield and draw a card. Oh, we were talking about this because we were saying what's Luke's protections in this set, or it was in the 2-player.
Yeah, it was in the 2-player set, where it's a support, you exhaust it, give a character a shield, and then you put it back on top of
Top,
the deck.
and then boom.
This lets you
Fish
draw it. Yep.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Interesting.
It's Luke's ability in general lets you draw
Yeah.
it.
True.
All right, we got 2 more packs left after this one.
It's like Blue Hero wants
The final countdown.
to get a lot of shields.
I got an ATDP. We talked about it already. It's got 3 damage sides. It's the baby ATST. So the special, instead of removing any support, you can remove a support costing 2 or less. There he is, that boy. And then the uncommon is Medical Center, which we talked about multiple times. And we'll get that off there. Go ahead, Logs.
What do you got there? Oh, is that another Z95?
No.
No. It's another Electro Staff. Excellent. And I got Battle of Wills. Have we talked about that?
Yeah, we have. I've
Okay.
gotten that one a couple times.
Sure. Love the
All right.
Electro Staff. Totally will take that.
That's where you hope they messed up and gave me 7 legendaries, I guess.
That's, I mean, yeah.
yeah, that's
obviously. What do you mean? Hope. We know. We already know.
Gamorrean Guard. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I wanted a couple of those.
Definitely get happy with that. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, check out this artwork. Whew! Look at that.
Oh, it's Lando from Rebels. I like it. That's a great card, though. Read the card.
I just looked over at this photo and I was like, there's Justin's nips.
Read the card.
Or was that something
Read
else?
the card.
I'm sorry. Praise. Through 0 cost event, remove one of your dice showing a resource to play a support from your hand, increasing its cost by 2. I like that because
So
it
it's-
could be a modified resource, it could be anything.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Any
logistics
other
sort of
resource.
thing, but
Yeah.
you're automatically playing support. So you have to have this
Correct.
resources ahead of time to play it. But either way, then we got Quick Escape, which we've talked
One
about a
action.
number of times. Okay. That's you, buddy. Last pack. Make it a good one. So if you have any control.
Yes. Is this non-unique?
It is.
I don't hate it.
The Blue Boy.
I don't hate it. Move an upgrade to him.
Uh-huh. After another blue character dies.
Too bad he
Blue
was
activates
going to be
him.
the first one to die. And then we got Rally Aid, which I don't know if that's terrible. I think that's kind of what you want. That's the point of him. You want somebody to focus him and not.
You think someone's going to attack him first?
I mean, his die's not terrible.
Yeah, but he's
I mean,
okay.
either way, if somebody gets
Alright.
suckered into it, you're okay with it, right?
He's 8 cost. If you play him with
Sorry, I was looking.
22, if you play him with a high cost character, someone's going to go after that. Yeah, nobody's targeting him first. What was your uncommon? I don't think so.
Rally Aid.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And here we go, last pack. Okay. This is nice with the old Seventh Sister. Blue Villain Upgrade. There's a lot to this card. So it's got an X value, it's got a melee side, a focus side, a disrupt side, a discard side, and a shield side.
And they-
And essentially the way this card works is that for every die of that type that you have in the pool, that is the value of the card. So if you have 3 of these Secret Droids in the pool, it has a value of 3. After you resolve the 3, you now have 2, so it becomes 2, and then 1 is you resolve the last one.
Is it your pull?
Pretty sure.
How would you have 3?
Seventh Sister.
What?
She gets a Secret Droid die.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
So you get. In fact, you could have like 4 or 5 if you do some cheeky stuff. And Triggery sucks. Okay.
Some cheeky stuff.
Some cheeky stuff. Yeah, so you like ready Seventh Sister with leadership and then you roll her out again. So then she gets to
Okay.
roll in another Secret Droid die if you've left that other one out there.
Oh.
So you could potentially get 4 or 5 of those. Not gonna. Generally not gonna happen, but
Yeah.
one of those crazy scenarios. Alright,
Still,
so
that could be a lot of damage.
so that's it. That's all the cards. That's all the dice.
That is.
Uh,
Can we get a flip Philadelphia? My good name.
Justin. You flip the old camera views there.
Yes. Hi, we're
Uh,
back.
Let's wrap it up.
Yes.
So you
So
happy with your polls?
You want to just summarize some legendaries? What we got in
Sure.
legendary?
Yeah.
Just,
Just put them out there real fast.
so yeah,
Grab mine.
I got Mace, Grand Inquisitor, his lightsaber, Houndstooth. Not a huge fan, but whatevs. I got this huge rifle, and what was my last one? Oh, thumb. Yeah. I mean, I love playing blue villain, so that's
Yeah.
cool.
Pop the dice
Sure.
right on here real fast.
I love playing blue villain.
Fun with you, what you got.
So that's awesome. And the other ones, I think I would have. I mean, I kind of feel the same with this as like Rocket Launcher, maybe, but I kind of think Rocket Launcher was better. Probably the only one I'm not a huge fan of is the Houndstooth, but hey, 1 out of 6, I'm not a huge fan of. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I would still be. I mean, I would be happy with the Hounds too. So for
I
me,
that I
I
got
got
both of these. That's cool.
you get whenever you get the pairing for the character.
Yeah.
I'll be pretty happy with that. So I've got Sabine. I've got it's called some kind of sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Can't remember it. I've got Chopper, which sucks. I love the character. Ancient Lightsaber, which is great. K2SO, and then the Ghost, which I'm quite happy about.
Yeah.
So I kind of splash in all the colors a little bit.
Oh,
Doesn't
this
lead
one.
me toward like some immediate build, but
Yeah. Just one I wanted to ask you. Have you ever flown the Ghost in X-Wing?
No.
Oh,
I never bought it.
awesome shit.
I will at some point.
No, we'll have to play it. I got it.
Okay. So those are all legendaries.
Those are all legendaries.
Definitely happy with my pulls. We got, each got a couple more boxes coming.
Yes, we
Well,
each have 2 more
I
coming.
think we'll make you watch us pull open 144 more packs. We're gonna do that on our own time.
You're terrible.
We are. We're pretty bad. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it.
That is.
I'm just gonna sign off and sign out. Logan, do you want to play me out?
No, I won't.
Sing, man. You can sing.
I'm gonna.
All right, folks. If anybody tuned in, thank you. We appreciate you.
Yes.